Howdy folks, what's going on? Klutch here. Welcome to Missouri River Bottoms. Guys, we are well, we're working on KSIM's special brown map right now. We've got a couple things I need to update today. A couple things, just a couple things. And in case, well, you haven't seen this before, this here is a little bit of a special playthrough where, well, the only way we can make money is by selling good old KSIM's special brown.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
That's right, from the old K-Bot Distillery. This has been mostly our live stream map, guys. We've been doing mostly live streams on this, so you may not have seen it before if you're just joining us. But everything, like I said, has to come into this distillery, and the only way we can make money is by selling these fine brown boxes right here. So what does that mean exactly? Well, we got corn, we got barley, and we got water. That's the only three things that we need in order to make our special brown. Guys, we need to throw that in, and that's it. So we're focusing purely on corn and barley. The water, of course, well, we can get that from our farm. But corn and barley, we got to grow and bring it in here once we harvest it, each and every harvest time. So we've been doing fairly well with it, to be perfectly honest, guys. We've started off with only a modest couple fields, and I think now we are up to, I think, 5 or 6 or 7 fields. In fact, well, it's almost as far as you can see all the way to those bins down there. These are all fields that we currently own that are ready for seed. But I don't think we're going to get the seeding today. I think this is going to have to wait till tomorrow, but we do have a whole bunch of chorin to do today, that's for sure. Because one thing that happens on Missouri River Bottoms, guys, is we always have work to do, and I never have time to clean things up. I mean, well, look at this little bin and our John Deere. Yeah, they're both a little bit messy. I did have a chance to clean up the harvesters. Both our 9610s are looking pretty good. You know what? No maintenance even really needed on either of these either. So these can just be parked for the time being. Man, these are actually really good harvesters. For the bang for your buck, you cannot go wrong with these. But we will need to get into the field with the Terragator. I got a little bit of fertilizing still to do on the last field we got to last time. And actually, you know what else we got to do? Oh, we gotta empty the mother bin. The mother bin. We've got to empty this. Now, I was thinking of using the truck. There's just too much barley in here, guys. Yeah, I'll show it all to you in a second. Tell you what, let's get to work on this. Pitter patter.
Klutch simulations.
All right, let's get this out of the way beforehand. Let me show you here. Can I jump up on top of this thing? Up we go. Look at how much barley we have in here. Oh, whoa! Don't fall in, guys. We've pretty much topped this whole bin off with barley. It's almost full. I think it's like 92%. We actually did manage to fill the whole bin with corn earlier in, well, last time we did the stream on this, it was over on those far fields. We filled this whole bin with corn. It was ridiculous. So now we've got barley. It needs to go into the distillery. Now, typically, I should bring the truck over and use the Wilson grain trailer to dump that in there. We don't got time for that. And to be perfectly honest, it's not really needed for what we're going to do. So I'm going to close this up. We only have to drive a little bit with it. Fortunately, this is where we left it to be moved into place. So, because it is such a pain to move, especially when it's full. Several hundred tons of barley are in this thing, guys. It's not an easy move. So I need to fit it right inside here to be able to get this to work. And we just got to kind of finagle it into place. And once we get it up in there, we should be good to go. Let's see if I can just back this right up inside. And then I'll open up that trough and we should be good. You know what? I think I gotta open the trough first now. Come to think of it, I remember this from last time. See if that's gonna be far enough away. It should be fine. There we go. I think we got it. Oh, not quite. Of course not. That would be too easy. Come on, get all the way back up in there. There we go. Now we got it. This is not the easiest thing to do, guys. It is a serious pain to get that. And just it's a double whammy because, well, this garage thing, this bin right here is right in my way. So we can't get the Steiger all the way up to it. That sucks. And then not to mention that, but the roof in here is just a touch too low so that auger does not fit all the way through and it will get stuck. So I need to kind of back it into place at an angle and kind of jackknife the whole bin in when I do this. Not the best system in the world, I know. But it's a lot less work than filling up one of the Wilson trailer, a good dozen times just to dump it in here. Believe me, it takes a while. So yeah, we are full. I can't put any more barley. We could put a little bit more corn in here, but we still have like 35%. Let's take a look. I still have 100 or 1,800 bushels of barley still in here, guys. We still got a lot of barley in here. I'm gonna see if I can get this across to the farm. See if we can close this up. Come on, get through there. Nice. Let's see if we can get this across the street over to the farm. and I'm just going to dump this into the silo for the time being. But man, we are rammed full of both barley and corn here. We got to do some water still, actually, but let me go dump this into that silo first. Yeah, so not exactly conventional, but you know what? It gets the job done for what we're doing. This will unload all into our silo. We're gonna have quite a bit of corn and barley actually in this silo. I'm gonna just double check this to see what we've got left over here. But we actually have a decent amount of both ready to go that need to be loaded up over into our distillery, guys. I kind of think we should build a new silo system over on the far side at some point. This is the old original silo system with this farm. I mean, this farm is very utilitarian. It's not pretty. It's just been enough to kind of use to get this thing going. I want to build something proper at some point in time once we get some cash going. Our cash flow is... Why'd you stop? Our cash flow is starting to get good, but we still need to buy some bigger equipment sooner than later. And well, we're just kind of getting going with that. Let me spin this thing around and park it. There we go. Even went and gave the Steiger a bath, but it looks like the paint's going to need to be well, we're going to need to do a little bit of a repair on this sooner than later. It's looking a little rough. Let's get the John Deere going as well. I got to do the same thing with this. I got to clean the bin up as well, though, actually. So I'll scrub this down, and we'll toss these away for the time being. I don't think we're going to need these today for anything. I think we're good here. Actually, guys, this John Deere, the 7R we've talked a lot about this in stream, and this is something I want to upgrade. I don't know what to do with it, though. It's an expensive upgrade to go up to, I think it's, what model is the next model? Is it a 370? Is it a 370? I can't remember what the model number is. But if we want to increase the horsepower of this, we'll get 50 more horsepower, but it's going to cost us 50 grand, I think, or is it 25? Anyways, it's a lot of money for the amount of horsepower that we're going to upgrade into. So I'm kind of, I'm cynical about trying to upgrade it right now. I'm thinking we're going to leave it alone. Shouldn't I be able to clean that? Why is that still dirty? There we go. Yeah, I think we'll leave it as the 7R 270. I don't think we're going to upgrade this. I think we're better off buying a bigger tractor with that money for what it's going to cost us to just to upgrade the engine in this. I think we'd be better off buying a whole new unit, to be perfectly honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's been a great tractor. And it was our main tractor for pretty much everything until we got that Steiger. But now that case is kind of taken the job of pretty much everything. This is struggling with some of the planting duties because of that big horse planter we picked up. And also it really struggles with the bins. Like even this little Coolman bin here, this little chaser bin we've got, even with this bin, guys, it struggles with it. So maybe it's time to find something bigger. I don't know what we could do with this. I don't know if we need this anymore. It still does work with this planter beside me, but the bigger horse over the far side there, it can't really do anything with that. So I think we need to get something else. I don't know yet. I haven't fully decided this through. I got to think this through a bit more. But anyways, you know what? We need some fertilizer. I totally forgot about this. We're almost out of fertilizer. Let's go for a quick drive and go pick that up. So lime, we've still been buying by the skid, but fertilizer and seed, we've been buying in bulk. That is what we've got set up. Oh man, we got a long drive actually ahead of us. We got to drive to the far side. Whoa, watch yourself coming through. Don't mess around. We're doing 70 miles an hour. We're heading over there quickly. We got to go down to the far southwest corner. We're kind of in the northeast corner of the map right now, and we've got to drive all the way down just for the seed and fertilizer. It's kind of a pain, so that's why we do it in bulk, and I don't want to deal with pallets. Yeah, it's not great. So this is the best way for us to do this, guys. But you know what? We'll pick this up, and I'll meet you back when we get back to the silo, because, well, we got some driving to do here. We'll see you in a sec. Oh my, the face you make when you realize you spend your whole wad buying more fertilizer. Ugh. Oh man, we spent almost 60 grand on fertilizer. Wow, that's a lot of money. That is an absolute ton of cash. Craziness. I forgot how much that was going to cost us, but you know what? I don't need this. Well, we're going to use it at some point, but I could have probably gone with maybe just a half full, gone with like about 30 grand worth of fertilizer. But in the grand scheme of things, we're going to need this at some point anyways, and we have a pretty good storage solution back at the farm, so it's okay. All right, let's stop this right there. I think this is the right side. Yeah, there we go. Open this on up. Now, we've ran into problems with this before. We have to go in the right direction. I think if I don't think it's going to work if I go down. I probably have to spin this bad boy around. I think we have to come from the bottom facing up. Is that right? I can't remember anymore. Yeah, it won't work this way. We got to come down here, spin it around, and then we can load it up. Unfortunately, when we go down, it's a thing. It's a weird thing, because now it should, in theory, work. Or not. Maybe not at all. Oh, there it is. Please? I know you work. You want to work. All right, that was weird. I thought we actually had to lower the ground, but it turns out we actually have to raise all the ground around it, which I guess kind of makes sense. Anyways, it's working now, but just kind of strange. I thought for sure we'd have to lower the ground, not raise it up. So I had to raise a bunch of the ground, and it's going to look kind of funny for a bit while this grass grows in. But other than that, it seems to be working. Let's go to the back. Oh, the back's going to give me the same grief. See, look at that. There we go. Okay, now might work. Maybe if I back up a bit more. Oh, see, we're too low. We've got to raise this ground up. But you know what? We might be able to do this with the spin around now. Now that might actually work. Man, what a pain. Yeah, it really wants to give me grief and make sure it's at the correct height tonight. There we go. Okay, so we got it. It has to be higher than what we've been setting it at. If we look here, we've got 22,000 liters of seeds, 52,000 of fertilizer now. So we should be good. Well, for the foreseeable future, I hope. And guys, since we've got the Peterbilt all warmed up now, you know what? We might as well finish off and fill up a bunch more water. That's the only thing we're short of over here is water right now. Oh, nice driving, Klutch. Yeah, just water is the only thing we're missing here. There we go. Oh, you know what? We got some water still in here. How do we fill that off? You know, this is something I really need to do. It probably cost us like $1,000. Is maybe put some kind of a hydrant or something over there. This is, I mean, yeah, this eats into my time, but it's for free at least. But it's just kind of a pain because I have to come all the way over here every time to fill this thing with water and bring it back, and we have to do that, you know, a half dozen times, 10 times to fill that distillery full of water. It does take a lot of time, and then filling this up as well is a little bit of a slow go. See if we can get this nice and close. There we go. Let that fill up for a bit, but like I said, this is going to take some time. While we're waiting, actually, I got to shut this too. I always forget to shut this down. There we go. And yeah, well, I'll do a couple runs of this, guys, but you know, if we built something over there, like a hydrant maybe, or just some way of getting water over there, kind of piping, you know, we got to make sure we have only the premium water coming for the special brown distillery, or well, maybe somewhat premium at least. I don't know, just something. We need to get water over there, that's for sure, because this is taking too much time. Fifth trip in, this should about do it. I think we're going to be full of water now at least. This should do us. So, you know what, guys? I think this is actually going to be the first time ever that we've had pretty much like maxed out all our products. I don't think we've ever, I mean, we've done water, of course, but barley and corn, I don't think we've ever maxed both of them out at the same time, at least on here. This might be the first time ever where we're going to have all those yellow bars down there fully maxed out. Except for, unfortunately, the one where the output. I would like to see that maxed out right about now, because that's several $100,000 cash coming our way. But you know what? It's going to happen. It's the waiting game now. It's just the waiting game. Oh, yeah, she's full. Perfect. All right, I think we can leave this here. I think everything's good here, guys. I've got some fertilizing to do before the sun goes down through this field right over here. And you know what? This area, I want to make it look better. You know what? We've been focusing so hard on making cash on this. I may take out a little bit of money just to see if we can maybe make this look a little bit prettier. I mean, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb up here, doesn't it? This big factory. Maybe we can add some trees just kind of nicely around here. Maybe a fence. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Let's go get the fertilizer though and do that first. Now, the Terragator itself, well, I could use just Little Blue. We have Little Blue. We got a small fertilizer sprayer on the back of that, spreader on the back. The Terragator is really what you want to use for fertilizing. And the nice thing about this, guys, is this bin back here is just absolutely massive. It's absolutely it's just huge. It's huge. So I think we'll leave it all in here for now. What do we got in here? 15%, 18 tons of fertilizer. So what we bought, I think, was it 50 tons? I think we bought 50 tons of fertilizer in the truck. We've got, what, a third of that is inside the Terragator right now, ready to go. And this is going to last us. I think we fertilized 3 fields with this, and we only had like 21. So we only lose like 3 or 4 tons of fertilizer, guys. It doesn't go through a lot of fertilizer. And, well, I mean, it's still a lot, but it just holds so darn much. That's the thing. All right, let's go zip up to the distillery, and we'll start. I always start up there. I always want to start at the top for some reason, but it is what it is. I'm a creature of habit. Yeah, we really need to do something up here just to make us look a little bit nicer. I slowly want to move the farm kind of over onto this section to some degree at least, and then we'll just leave our house and stuff over on that far side. I think that's kind of what the plan is. Fire this up. Away we go. Oh, there we go. Nice. I like it. All right. So we'll throw that fertilizer down over here. We'll see. I think I'm going to put some more. We'll put barley back on this field just for the sake of using it. This field is kind of the bane of my existence, folks. This field here is such a pain. Well, it's not bad once you get up onto the top part up here, but yeah, when you're down below, like down in here, harvesters tend to get stuck. But I mean, this isn't the worst of it. I mean, this is bad, but just wait. I mean, there's another section kind of like right in here that seems to be a little bit more difficult to navigate as well. This one isn't too bad. This is probably the easiest of the difficult sections, but this here section is always causing me grief. I almost want to just plant grass here and forget about this. I just don't think it will do much for what I'm trying to get done in here. I think our helpers are still going to want to come down here regardless, so I'm just going to suck it up and find a way to deal with it, I suppose. But this little finger that kind of comes in here, oh guys, this thing is brutal. It's so bad. It's making me want to sell this plot of land and maybe buy something else. That's how bad it is. It's kind of ridiculous. And that pretty much already does it. Fully fertilized, ready for planting. Well, I'm going to till this up actually first as well. I might get Gertie out here in the Steiger. She can drag that landall behind her. Get this all kind of tilled up. But that shouldn't take too much time in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, we'll get that done tonight. There we go. And yeah, we should be good. Let me go grab that, and then we can look at maybe what we're going to do with this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what we're going to do with the distillery yet. I can't quite figure out. I can't wrap my head around exactly how I can make that so that it looks good, but it's still extremely functional, easy to get in and out of. I need to move equipment around there constantly, so I need to find what's the best way for me to do that. We'll have to look at that. All right, same as before, only this time let's till this all under, get this prepped, and so it should be good to go by tomorrow. Hopefully we can beat the rain. I see some rain coming, and I don't really feel like being out here in the rain. So let's get this taken care of right meow. Turn these all off. Open that on up. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Lots of fuel. It could, oh, this landau could use some maintenance actually. It's a little bit messy. It'll be all right. It'll get us through, I'm sure. All right, looks good, looks good. Yeah, it's gonna work. I do need to fix this thing though. It's in pretty rough shape. Man, I didn't notice that till just now. It was sitting right by the shop. We could have had it fixed up and ready to go, but I kind of missed that. We'll have to do that right afterwards. Someone please remind me, please. Anyways, let's get a headland done around here, and then I'll probably get Gertie to take over for me. She can kind of finish this off. It will take a little bit of time, of course. You can only go so fast. Even with the Steiger, you can only go so fast. And in fact, the hillside over here, once we go down and back up, guys, this is the Steiger struggles even on that. It's going to be down to 4 miles an hour. Yeah, maybe we fixed it, might be a little bit faster, but it's not an easy pull, that's for sure. But it is nice to have the extra width now compared to what we were doing before. Yeah, this is a lot quicker than what we used to do. Things are getting so much better, but we're getting so many more fields too. So, oh, speaking of which, we've got some corn and barley that are gonna be up pretty soon here, it looks like. Look at those, looking good over there. And guys, by 4 miles an hour, I actually meant 2 miles an hour. Look at the Steiger. And this is, we're maxed right out. We cannot put any more horsepower into it. It's the 620. There's not much else we can do with this. I know most of you are probably saying like big brute, or try 6 maybe. I think there might be a few of you saying try 6, but anyways, you know what? This is still doing the job. It's still a fantastic tractor, and you know what? All I can say is Steiger King. All right, well, we got Gertie working away. Oh, they struggle so much with the corners still. It's unbelievable. All right, spin it around. Do your thing, Gertie. As for the distillery, guys, like I said, I want to make this look a little bit, well, a little bit nicer than what it is. Future reference, what I'd like to have done, I want to have a silo sitting over here, I think, on this side here. I think we put one with maybe a fill and dump, both kind of pointing out or even pointing in. It doesn't matter. If it was on the outside, it'd be a lot easier because then we could just do UEs to dump everything back in here. That's kind of what I have planned. So this area is kind of spoken for, I think, on this side. On the back, I may put a shed. I think we could probably do that today. We could put maybe a small shed or a shop back here. It doesn't have to be a drive-through, just something for some small equipment. Stuff where we could store tractors. Maybe even if we can get it big enough for a combine so that we can leave stuff over on this side that's covered, protected, that would be nice. And then maybe just dot some trees around here is really what I'm thinking about. Just especially more so on the way out down the road. I think over on this side right here, this kind of grassy field area, this is going to be eventually made into kind of our main farm area. I may put a bigger shed over here, some storage. Yeah, we'll see what we can do with this area, but this is where I have plans. How far over does this go? Oh, it's all grass all the way down. Nice. Cool. So we might put something over here at some point, but until then, we're not quite there. I just want a small shed shop and maybe just something pretty to look at instead of, it's just so bland. I mean, we come over the hill and all you see is the distillery. It's huge. It's nice, but it kind of sticks out on the hillside up here. So let's see if we can fix that up a bit. So let's start with the shed. I've already taken out a little bit of money. I took out another 30 grand, I want to say. I think it was actually a bit more than that, was it? The shed I'm thinking of, I think, is 30 grand. So this here is the shed that I'm basically thinking of. We have some pretty strict requirements, of course. We need to have something that's kind of skinny. It's not like a drive-through style shed. And yeah, it still has big enough doors that we can fit into. What's going to go best with our distillery? I think maybe like this one here. I think that might be our best bet. Let's see if we can slap that over there. Oh, I don't know. That kind of clashes with the brick. I thought it would be more of a reddish color. Let's see. What else do we have? I mean, we can go right to red. That's really the only option. What's this here? More of a green. And that's a dark blue. And that's the light blue. Yeah. I think we might have to go with the red, guys. I thought we might have another option, but I think the red is really the... I think we have to go with that, considering nothing else really goes with that brick, does it? Anyways, as far as size goes, we can lower this in. Let's see here. I think that might work. I'm going to put this down on the far side, though. Oh, let's see. Look at that dive off there. We put it down over here. I think that will be the best spot. Then most of the bays still have a clean shot straight in for future reference, and I don't want to take any spots on that far field there. Yeah, so I think, yeah, like right in here is probably going to be the best spot for it. So we'll slap that in there. How did that turn out? Let's go take a quick look-see. Yeah, that looks actually perfect. I like it. This is great. And I think we can fit most of our equipment. I think our combines will actually fit in these too. From what I remember, I think these bay doors are big enough that we can fit our combines right into this area, guys. That is great. Awesome. And we didn't wreck that field at all in case we ever decide to buy that. No, looks like it's all still there. It's a little rough over here, but not that bad. Now, as for the rest of this area, like I said, I would love to put like a fence around this, but I just know it's going to cause me grief. I just know it's going to be a pain because I'm always over here diving in and out of this field, and that's just going to get in my way, especially when we have to load up this flat deck with the pallets with little blue there. It's always nice to be able to just kind of even mosey into the field a little bit and come back on out. It's nice to have that as an option. So I'm thinking no trees, no fence. We'll just add trees. I know what I'm talking about, really. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so trees. I think I'm gonna put some trees, a couple down this side here, maybe a couple on the far side. Let's see what we got for trees in here. Now we got quite a few options. I think for along the side, I'm gonna go with the poplars, to be honest, guys. These are typically not ones I use, but I think just to break it up a little bit right down the side here, I'm gonna put some poplars down here. Now, I want to make sure I find the right spot for these. Number one, again, like I said, I want to put a silo down here. So we're going to have to move stuff at some point. But look how big these things are. They're such big trees. We'll just put a couple down here. Hopefully, we leave enough space. That looks all right. There we go. Nice big poplars. Look at the size of those things. And then across the back, we should probably do something across the back, but we're going to mix this up a little bit. Now, I do like the birch. The birch are down right here. We can go with those couple large birch trees on the far side here, just to give this a little bit of a distinct look. I'm going to put some grass over where this grows at some point. Put a couple birch trees right in the corner here. That looks fine. And then maybe we can switch this up on the far side with, there we go, some pine. Actually, I'm not really a fan of those pine. Spruce, they look a little bit better. Let's try the spruce instead. And we'll just one over here. There we go. Just to give it a little bit of shadow and everything else. Now, the roadway itself. This is the question. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this yet. And I still feel like we should change the way this road works at some point, so I don't want to go too crazy. I could potentially put a fence line down this. Like these ones here are always nice to put. Guys, I don't know if we should do that though. I think I'm gonna stick with just something simple. Where are those, the start of those trees? I had some other ones I was thinking of here, right up the front. If we started with those trees and just kind of put a few down just to dot the roadway itself, I think that would be more than enough. Here we go, these ones here. So we do have some different kind of weeping birch, it looks like. And then the maple, the maple tree does look good. I do like the maple. Oh, I can't afford it though. $2,400. So we've got to really, you know what? We'll stay with the birch. Let's see if we can go with these. They're not too bad. I'm still going to need to take out some more money though. That's crazy. So we spent, how much did we spend on that? $7 grand on trees. Yeah, I guess that's fairly reasonable actually. Trees are not cheap. That's for sure. Look at this. Like I need to, if I want to buy any more, I need to buy. So we'll take out a loan for a little bit more just to be able to do this and get a couple more trees in. We're up to $310,000. Ugh. I was hoping to stay under 300,000, but I guess not. I guess that's not possible. Let's get that tree back up. But yeah, we don't want to go too crazy here. I just want to have a couple of trees just to mix it up a little bit. Let's see if we can get it. You know what? If I can get the bigger. I'm going to put one big maple tree back up over on this side just to have something that's a little bit different. Where's that other birch right here? Perfect. And then a couple of these smaller ones down along this side right over here. Cool. All right, so that'll be a start to our build. Like I said, guys, I'm planning on building more of our farm up on this side here as we expand kind of out from the distillery at some point. But I don't have the cash really to go too crazy yet. Oh, man. But we're going to be having a lot of, well, my special brown coming pretty quick. I mean, look at that. We are still 98% on everything minus the corn, but we've already got 23,000 liters of special brown ready to be sent out. Get some cash for that. So we'll see how we do it. I don't know what else we could possibly do with this area to flatten it out. Maybe we could just start painting, pave it up, make it look nice and clean. That might be an option as well. We'll have to look at that later on maybe. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it from us today here on Missouri River Bottom. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you can catch one of our live streams on this map. Like I said, this is a pretty much a live stream exclusive for the most part. We spend most of our time live streaming on this map. So hopefully you can make it to one of those. And other than that, folks, I will catch you next time from Missouri River Bottoms. This is Klutch. Over and out.